Hey guys, it's Nik the Booksmith. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to show you the February design team project for the Graphics Fairy, and this month I decided to go with a woodland theme, and I kind of gave you a hint when we did our first journal with me entry earlier when I was using the little vellum picture with the forest with the trees. It was on my mind. So anyway, that's why that went in the commonplace book, because that's what my mind was on, and so it was just kind of a little bit of inspiration for me when I was getting this project done. So anyway, this book is called Forest Lore, and it is all things woodland. And the cover is a hardcover, and it is made similar to my commonplace books. It has a hardcover, of course, with some gilding on the spine. I painted the cover so that it kind of mimicked tree bark a little bit. And so I also put, if you can see it, you see the texture there, I added like some lichen and moss around the edges to kind of make it look like, you know, lichen growing on a tree. And here is the image in this little panel here, and it is a lovely, super tall tree, and then behind it you see the forest there behind it. So this is basically the same size as my commonplace books, and same width of spine, about 2 inches on the spine. And let's go inside. So here are the end papers, and the end papers are just botanical printed things, and some definitions and some poetry about woodlands and things in the woods. And then there's this a little slip pocket here just for putting in little keepsakes. Here's a little piece of onion skin that covers the title page with a little seed pod graphic and a little name. It says Wanderlust. And there is our title page with our old oak tree. Inside, it's going to be very similar to all of my books, so there's going to be dictionary pages and other book pages and tea stain paper and parchment paper and all kinds of stuff. So this is a dictionary page, and I printed a tree of life on that one. This is a little fold out, and it has part of A Midsummer Night's Dream from Shakespeare. And this is the first thing I got at the Graphics Fairy. You can see it's a stag, and if you can see the antlers, I photoshopped leaves and little flowers and little green things all over onto the antlers, just because I don't know, because I thought it looked cool. And then up here is the definition for stag. There are some Edith Holden pages. This is one of the graphics from the Graphics Fairy. It's just a little twig. It's a little bulb flower, and oh, it's not freesia. It's escaping me. I can't. It was there and now it's gone. But that is on that page. I was able to find a lot at the Graphics Fairy because there's like, I mean, you just put in woodland and there's like 3 or 4 kits that have the name woodland in it, so it really kind of made my job easy. There is some more digital printing, just some vines and a little squirrel in a tree. There is a botany textbook page, and those are just some maidenhair ferns on that page. There's another image from the Graphics Fairy, and this is from her, I think, Cherries and Berries bundle, and it's a twig with apples. And then this is a Welsh proverb about apple seeds. Here's another one from the Graphics Fairy. You're going to see a lot because there was a lot, so I used a lot, some little sparrows on a branch, and then a poem there. And a squirrel from the graphics. You guys know I like squirrels, so I added another one in there. Here is our first Raggedy. As you can see, they kind of spill out all over the book. And so this is the first one. And this is from the Graphics Fairy. It's a little butterfly. And we have some definitions and some sewn textiles. And there's another definition for woodland. And some felted and leather leaves with some little sprigs. And up here as well. And you flip it over. And we've got some more. And this is, you guys remember when I did the eco dyeing, when I stacked all those papers and I boiled them. This is a cutout from one of those pages. It's not a print. This is actually from one of those pages. I really love the velvety texture of that, and I just thought it was lovely, and so I cut that out and put that there. And some botanical paper and some marbled paper behind there. And it's got these little fringes hanging out. So I just put that there like that. And there's a little bit of sewing on that page. A nice big redwood here, and a quote from Martin Luther. This is a page spread from an old book about walking in the woods, and I just loved the graphics on it, so I added that to the book. There is another graphic from the Graphics Fairy. Cute little yellow bird on a branch. And another one, a dragonfly from her Bugs and Insects, I think, kit. There is an Edith Holden page. There is a definition for forest and a digital print of a fern. Some music, sheet music. Another definition is for woodland, and this is a just a digital print of a Virginia creeper vine. This is from the Graphics Fairy, a little blue wildflower I put down there on that page. This is just some little ribbon that has leaves on it that I sewed on. I love this one. A little evergreen branch. So cute with the little birds. I like how the colors go so nicely. They're nice vibrant colors, and all the colors, the greens and the browns and the golds match the, all the stuff sticking out. So I love that image. These two are also from the Graphics Fairy. This is from this is one of her book page kits, and they were both this one was birds, and this one was an entomology. And so I kind of turned it into just a little folder with some little tabs and a little sewn pocket just to kind of stick in there. That's also from the Graphics Fairy, a little vine with some little teeny tiny red flowers. And some more dictionary page. This is a page from a botany book. And this one is too. This is a poem by Rudyard Kipling about walking in the woods. This is also from the Graphics Fairy, one of the owls that I chose. This is also from a book. This is just one of the images from a book, a big old oak tree and some rose bushes. And then this is a poem by Elizabeth Ann Chase. And this is part of that, when I cut out some of the leaves, this is part of the page that was left over, and so I turned it also into like a little folder, and it also has some little snippets, some little twigs, and some sari silk and just some little leaf cutouts and some hand marbled paper. Okay, where was I? Oh, here is another poem here under this seed pod graphic. And Edith Holden page. This is the first 2 paragraphs of The Babes in the Wood, the original story. This is a little fold out that I sewed in here with an Edith Holden page, and it's got some birds on this side and then some flowers on this side. And it's just a nice little fold out to add pictures onto, or a little graphic from the Graphics Fairy, another butterfly. A little title page, a little book with a banner across the front. Put in there. Another definition here on this sewn page. This was a short page, so I sewed some wrapping paper kind of like stuff onto the edge. I love the colors. I love the teal with the green and the gold. So I'll put that there. There's the dragonfly from her insects kit and some ivy in the corner. Here is our last raggedy, and I'm going to try to keep my place. I'm going to grab some scissors or something. There we go. So this raggedy also has some of that botanical paper and some of the hand marbled paper. There's a little tag sticking out there with one of my little random numbers. And everything is just all random and sewn on. Leaves and some sprigs. Turn it over. And I sewed on like a stem with some leaves sewn on there. And another one of the leaves from the foray into eco dyeing. And a little poem here. So that is this raggedy. And that goes there. I just sewed some little extra scraps onto this Edith Holden page. This is a little tree digital stamp. Another page from Midsummer Night's Dream. This is a Sylvia Plath poem. It's called Winter Trees poem. And here is the back. And then I made a bookmark. And this bookmark is made out of felted and sewn leaves. See if the camera can pick them up. And these are scraps of leather. Do you remember when we made the Field Notes booklet? That's leftover scraps from that skirt. And then this end also has a leaf. And then the yarn in the middle is merino wool. But look at the beautiful colors that it was dyed. All these mossy and like earth tones. It's so pretty. So there is a bookmark in the back that anyone can use so you won't lose your place. And then of course the back end paper is similar to the front. So we close it all up. Make sure everything's in there. And this is how it looks all closed up with the little bits and bobs hanging out everywhere. And the little twigs and the little stems and the leaves and all the little things hanging out, and some strings and our bookmark. So kind of fun, right? Kind of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this last design team project for the Graphics Fairy, and I hope you enjoyed the whole series. The rest of the team will be coming out with their journals the rest of this month, once a week. So I hope you guys give them some love, and thank you so much for hanging out and checking out the Forest Lore book, and I will see you guys again in the next video back on my channel. Bye guys!